Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem, Harakak double honors to the elders, honors to you, Akim, and shalom to you, you Akim out there. Jump right into it, man, because this place is going to be judged, man. And we got into, in a previous lesson, um, why the Most High is bringing judgment and who He's going to save, man. But we have to see if it's going to go down here where we are, man. The Most High said He will not do anything without revealing it to His servants, the prophets. So let's see what the Most High has said about, Edom, which we have taught is Esau, the brother of Jacob, man. You know, the ruler of the entire earth right now. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us arise against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And what is being small among the heathen? Meaning the heathen have caught up. Their armies are building stronger. They're doing weapons trades and whatnot, and they despise you for in order to get to the top in this world, and I mean in this wicked kingdom, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. You have to stomp on people, man. And that's why we're not supposed to seek to be rich here, or seek to be super comfortable and all that, man. It's nice to dream and get ideas for the kingdom and hope and pray, but at the end of the day, the only real way to get rich here is if you look at it, man, is through schemes. And a lot of these people is coming to light now, man, are scammers, man, you know? Or you just have your hand in some wicked shit. Look at Bill Gates. Why are you trying to patent a virus, homie? You know what I'm saying? Like who and the people we're so inundated and so controlled that that's not even cause for like an investigation. You know what I mean? Not even just the fact that governments are creating viruses for their militaries, but why does a billionaire get to put his hand in that? But whatever. The pride of thy heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. And the clefts of the rocks are these mountain bases like the one I'm close to, which is NORAD, and a myriad of others, whose habitation is high, and you're the pinnacle of the world right now, man. And look, you build all these skyscrapers, you so-called have the NASA space station and whatnot, man. The International Space Station, excuse me, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down? And these Edomites are always looking for a fight, even if it's with each other, man. Whether it be U.S. versus Russia, U.S. versus Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, you know what I mean? These Edomites come to play, and then you have to look at Israel. You know what I mean? They're Edomites too. Germany, they're Edomites too, man. The Spaniards, they're Edomites, man. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen until they had enough? Which is a rhetorical question. If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? Meaning, there's going to be nothing left, just as you've done to everybody. Like, we don't, when I say there's nothing left, you're giving money to the heathen now. The world economy is through you. We don't even have a heritage. So that's clearly, a telltale sign of who these Edomites are. You know what I'm saying? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and that's a clear cut, because, you know, uh, yeah, you could say ancient Rome, but why did you bring that back? And why is this place also called Mystery Babylon and Egypt and the land of the north? You know? And set thy nest amongst the stars. That's talking about the International Space Station. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. If thieves came to thee, or I already read that, Salakia. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his things sought up? Through his prophets, man. And first and foremost through Yahweh Shai and the apostles and elders on down, man. And Esau also spills on himself. There's plenty of channels. Vigilant Christian used to have a channel of the Edomite telling themselves, call for an uprising. There's Jeremiah Cohen. There's plenty of channels. Alex Jones was a big one of Edomites telling on each other, man. And there's so much stuff that not a lot of it is prevalent to the truth, but it is just their wicked deeds being exposed. Shall I not in that day? All the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border, and the United Nations. is being caught up. I saw a video online. It was a compilation from some Edomite, and they were talking about how during um, World War II, matter of fact, when the U.S. had to report its positions along the fronts to NATO, they would mysteriously just get ambushed a lot, you know. And when the U.S. started being lascivious and lying to the NATO nations, they didn't get ambushed and they were able to, you know, maneuver. So this is so even when the NATO was young, there was always been that power struggle, man. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and this peace, it really is deceitful because everybody's fighting for power. You can't go to the dark side and just half in. Either the Most High is going to suck you up and put you in his righteous deed, or you're going to get fully taken by the evil. There's no, oh, I'll just be regular. Like, no, there's no such thing. That's the devil, man. There is nothing. There is no understanding in him. Like I just said, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau? You're not, and they do these things, and they have all this technology and power and wealth, but they don't know why. They're not going to know why. They're going to question and you know, scathe and wonder, you know. And the mighty men of Teman shall be dismayed. All the mighty armies, you know, not just the SF, but all the tanks and the nuclear subs, the ballistic missiles. Everybody's going to be dismayed to the end that every one of the Mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. You know, because you know a lot of the body count is going to be not even really brought on by the Lord, man. Well, I mean, it's going to be His will, but you know what I'm saying? This would be the third world's woe. That has to happen. You know what I'm saying? For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shouldest not. And so, like, yeah, I was reading two at once. And thou shalt be cut off forever, you know, and that's cut and dry, you know, that forever, because if you really delve into a rabbit hole of the shit Esau's doing right now on this planet, like it just clearly show you why the Lord is making this decision, man. You know, and I'm gonna stop at 11 or 12. In the day that thou stoodest on the side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered in his gates, and that's talking about Israel, Jerusalem, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. And you took part in it, bro. On top of that, and is not Esau Jacob's brother? But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in that day he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. You know? And that's, and to top it all off, not just what you're doing alone and to the heathen, but most importantly, look what you done to Israel, man. We never got a payment, man. We are always second class citizens. We're never going to get a fair shake. Jay can't have the hairstyle and the beard they want and be paid and compensated fairly. And if you can, that's a blessing from the Most High. But realistically, most Jakes can't. You know, we can't follow the law the way we want to. We're forced to break it here in Babylon. And with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Harakak Wadash, double honors to the elders, honors to you, Akim, and the Shalom.